Hey guys and welcome, my name is Darenk and today we're gonna look at the new imbued system in Lord of the Rings Online. Now remember, this is the first beta, it's the first time I showed it to us, so stuff may change. So, what is the imbued system? It just means that now instead of leveling your weapon and hitting a max level and being a level 100, it will turn into something that levels with you all the time without a max level. Idea behind this is you do not have to discard them anymore, you just level them forever and you take one weapon and that will follow you, through the whole game. The little thing that right now it's only level 100, so up to level 100 you still have to discard it every 5-10 levels or something like that, but from now on, that is the idea, you keep your weapon. Sounds cool. So how does it work? It works the way that you have to go to a forge master. Remember, I'm the beta here, so this crow is the forge master in the tavern. And there will be a new interaction called Imbued Legendary Item. Now when you do this, all the legacies will be changed into the new legacy. So you want to make sure that you like them. Because once you imbue the system, your weapon, you cannot change those anymore with your scrolls, with your thick and hide or whatever. For example, I don't see the weapons that I have imbued here because those don't work anymore. So once you imbue, make sure that you like everything on here, because you cannot change it anymore other than buying with Lotro coins. I can show that here in a second. I already imbued the weapon. So let's say I do not like plus 100 or Rashi weight rating. It's really not good. I don't like this. Only way for me to change this is here, replace legacy, and I have to pay 79 Lotro coins. It's quite pricey. And then I can change it with anything I want here. As far as I know right now, there's no way to replace it otherwise. And this is one of the things where I think a lot of us should give feedback. There should be an in-game item that you can buy, make it expensive, make it rare, that you can still replace legacies, especially if they change legacies going forward. Right now, it's not a problem, but let's say next patch, they change the legacy, right? They change healing potency, put it out to something I don't like. Now I'm stuck with this. I would have to make a new weapon, or I have to pay 79 Lotro coins. I don't like that. I'm definitely gonna give them feedback on that and see what they respond. But yeah, so you can't replace it anymore afterwards. So let's go ahead. I didn't imbue my main hand weapon yet. So let's go ahead and see what changes. So you go in here, imbue weapon, go to the right weapon. I really don't care too much about this. This is the beta, it's not important what it changes to right now for me. So you imbue the item. So what happens now is, or what happened, is it changes. You have 11 out of 214. So what this means is 214 maximum tiers out of all this, and I already got 11 out of this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is not XP anymore. What happens now is, if I have a item rune XP, I prepared some. Oh, didn't prepare high. Anyway, if I apply XP now to my weapon, all my legacies will gain XP, which I love. I love that feature. So it will be, see, they all gained XP. I should have put in some bigger ones. Let's level them all up. So what this means is you don't have legacies anymore, where you don't have points at the end and they're kind of stuck at 1 or 2 and you don't put anything in there. You don't have that anymore. So I like that change. So all the legacies you have in your weapon make sense now. So now they're all level 2. You see the might went from plus 100 to plus 102. This went from 0.4 I think to 0.8, from 100 to 200. So they all get more powerful up to the end. Wish I could show you like what will there be at the end. Okay, Let's talk about the levels here. So for the DPS right now, you can have a top of 20. You can increase your maximum tier by spending myth coins, or for the DPS here you can use a scroll of delving, which I don't have and already did, or you can use a starlight crystal. I actually can check real quick if I can buy a starlight crystal over here, just to demonstrate it. Right now 20 is the highest that will go, and that's it. Where's the trader here? Can I? Oh, there. It was right here. I need an Antler Starlight Crystal. Not this. Oh, they don't have those three already here. Okay, so I can't show that, unfortunately. Sorry, bad preparation. Anyway, I could just increase my maximum rank to 20. If you don't have this, you can get up to 15 and then go up to, you have to get the other 5 per starlight crystals or by buying Nifl coins. That's it. If you have a first age, you will start out of 5 already instead of the 1. For the other things here, you can see it's 2 out of 30, 2 out of 33, all that stuff. This goes up to 40 tops. How you can increase this is, actually can I? No, I don't. You have to use Scrolls of Empowerment. I'm gonna apply this and, you know, increase the might. And now my might is, you know, 2 out of 30. Did it not work? You already interacting with another. Oh, haha, I need to close this. Sorry. Okay. And now it will be 2 out of 31. So I increased the max level to it, and as I said, the highest it can go is 40. Oh, I just did another one. So this is how you can increase it. You need lots of Scrolls of Empowerment, or again, you can spend Myth coins. And if you spend those, probably buy one, yeah. So that is quite expensive. I would do it that way. If you want to unlock another legacy, you can either, as I said, buy it for 99, or you can still use the Crystals of Remembrance, which they said in this beta doesn't work. So you could use a Crystal of Remembrance, and then what would happen is you would get this. I'm just gonna use the Mithril coins because this is still bugged. Remember, this is a beta. And now I could replace the legacy for there. I want Relentless Maul damage. There you go. Put that in there. It starts at 1 out of 25. So why did these start at 2 out of 33? They started this because it was the first age, and because when I started it, it was already at tier 6. So I already put in their mind 5 Scrolls of Empowerment, which make this up to 33 overall. Doesn't make sense. It takes a little while to put in, but I'll show you what I mean. I have another weapon here, just a 3rd age with, actually I want to use a 3rd age that, yeah, let me deconstruct the weapon. I want to use a new 3rd age that hasn't done anything yet. Deconstruct this. Just get rid of it so I have space. And now I'm gonna equip here brand new. So remember, it has to be a level 100 weapon. Okay, gonna equip this. And now I'm gonna imbue. Well, first of all, let's look at it first. Right now it has a tier 1 for Bee Swarm and a tier 4 for Call of Wild Duration. Keep that in mind. Gonna imbue it. Right here. Does it tell us here which? It would be nice if we could tell us here what rank it will give you. Gonna imbue it. And now we're gonna look at it again. So you see how this was a tier 1? So it's out of 1 of 26. So the base is 25, it's a tier 1, you get 26. This one was a 4, right? So it was 29. So that is the difference, so that's why. But also, you only have 3 legacies, right? We have to unlock 4 of those. We would have to do this by Crystal of Remembrance, which, by the way, again, doesn't work for Imbued Item yet, or by buying them. So this is not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to only imbue items that you have on max level, and you have all legacies that you can unlock already. Because otherwise you're stuck with this. Or you have to pay, 400 mythical points, which is totally unreasonable. So yeah, never imbue an item that is not max level, basically. Does it matter if you put in Scrolls of Empowerment before or after? No, it doesn't. Just put it on whenever. If you use a first age, you're gonna have to use less Scrolls of Empowerment. Remember, we had, so this was a tier 4, so at a tier 6 it would have been 1 out of 31, because we had a first age, which was 1 out of 33. If it was a second age, it would have been a 1 out of 32. So because we used the first age, we saved ourselves, let's see, if we had all 7 legacies, we saved ourselves 2 each, so we saved ourselves 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Scrolls of Empowerment. Quite significant. First age is definitely still better. But yeah, that way you can level those up. And then, they level with you, and once they reach the max out. Period. But then, the idea is, if they increase the max level, what it will do is, instead of 1 of 40, this will be 45. DPS will be 25, something like that. So this can level with us, basically. It gives you like a separate skill tree again. Relics don't change. Thinking about something else. This track doesn't work anymore because it doesn't matter anymore. It's not really tracking XP anymore. This is just tracking how many traits you have out of the max. Oh yeah. Once you imbue a weapon, you cannot deconstruct it anymore. I mean, the idea being, if you imbue it, you don't want to really destroy it. So it won't show up in here. Those are just my old ones. So the only way you can get rid of it is by destroying it this way. I think that makes sense. That's a reasonable change. So right now my things are: get your weapon before you imbue anything. Make sure you like all the legacies on it, because one you imbue, then you can't change it anymore. Make sure that you don't imbue a weapon that is 40 out of 60. Imbue a weapon that is leveled all the way. Otherwise, you lose way too much. Imbue first age if possible. Second age better. Third age is just as powerful, but you have to spend more time and money making it as good. So using a first age would just save your time, and it looks better sometimes. I think looks are actually quite important. If you like the second age look better than the first age, go for it. It won't be weaker. It just, as I said, you have to put in more time. Honestly, I do like it better than the other. There's still some weaknesses, but again, it's the beta. What I don't like is the way that you cannot change legacies anymore, other than paying with Mithril. Either don't let us change it, period, or give us an item that we can use. As far as I know, there's none. All the relics and all that stuff is the same. And everything else, I think, is the same as well. As I said, you can only increase with Starlit Crystals, and this you can exchange with Scrolls of Empowerment. So it's not really pay to win or something like that. But you have to put in a lot of time. I'm trying to think what else to say. I don't think there's anything else. My only bad thing about it is this whole you cannot change anymore. But yeah, unless it changes, what you want to do is make sure don't imbue a weapon that is not leveled, that doesn't have all the legacies yet. It's not leveled all the way. That way you save a lot of time and money in Scrolls of Empowerment and, well, Scrolls of Crystals of Remembrance, because you don't want to unlock all these afterwards. You want to do that before. Alright, I think that's all I can say. That's the first look on those. I will track this as this develops, and I would encourage everybody to try it out yourself and to post your comments and discussions. Not well, you can post it here on YouTube, but definitely post it in the Lotro forums so Turbine knows what to change, what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to change. Other than that, this is all I have to say for this for now. If there's anything else coming up, I will let you guys know. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you and bye.